In this video, we're going to show you exactly how to ruin an F-350 Tremor. What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and it's not exactly what you think. I'm going to explain a little bit more here in just a second, but first thing, I think we need to understand and talk about exactly what is included on the Tremor package. So as you know, the Super Duty is the #1 selling truck in America for like 46 years in a row. And Ford has come out with the Tremor package. And with that package, you get a lot of different really cool things to go with it. Specifically speaking, you pick up an upgraded gear ratio, you get a 35-inch tire, 18-inch wheels, you get some kind of weird things like a lane departure warning. Don't understand that. But you also pick up a couple of things that are really useful for off-roading, like the locking rear differential as well as a limited slip front differential. And that's where this truck comes into play, because we took this Tremor and made it something special.
As Mitchell mentioned, there are a lot of things that make the Tremor very special. Well, we took some of those things off, and a lot of people are going to say we ruined this. In my opinion, we didn't ruin it. We made it a lot better. First of all, he did say that this came with an upgraded suspension package. Well, it wasn't upgraded enough for TCcustoms, so what we did was we got with a customer and picked out a Stage 2 Icon kit, which actually lift this 3.5 inches. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to get rid of those Tremor wheels and Tremor tires. Those Duratrack are pretty good, but what we really like here are these open country Toyo MTs. These things have giant lugs. This guy plans on off-roading this thing, and he needs a lot of grip on this thing. So this is a 37 1250, and that's wrapped around a 17. And again, this customer knew what he was doing. He wants to off-road this. He wanted to have that big sidewall. He didn't want to do a 22 with a 37. He wrapped around that 17-inch Method racing wheel. Just another good choice. A nice black against this silver really ties in well. If you step back here, one of the cool things about Tremors and Raptors are you get these really nice step rails, as you can see.
There's no... Oh, am I supposed to do something?
There we go. But you know what we did? We yanked those off. We put AMP Research step rails. These are one of our favorite add-ons to any vehicle. It lets you have that ground clearance on the door shut, but you can always use it to step out, and it is a much lower than the actual step rail that comes with this thing, which is really nice for people like me. Yeah,
I was going to say, because this is something that maybe the F-250 that we're giving away should probably have added to it.
It might need it for sure.
Because I don't know if you guys have seen the other videos that we've posted on it, but my man Colton, I love you, man, but he struggled to get in and out of that truck, which is a shameless plug. We are giving a Super Duty away. Not this one, this is a great customer of ours, but we're giving away this Super Duty. And the crazy thing is that we're running a massive multiplier right now, so that way when you order anything on TCcustoms.com, not do you just get $1 for one entry, but right now that multiplier makes it worth a whole lot more entries. So click on that link down below. Every t-shirt, every hat, every hoodie, or even a full-blown suspension kit automatically qualifies you to win that Super Duty. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack.
It's totally okay, man. It's okay.
Colton, this is a beautiful truck. A couple of things, I'm going to kind of go back and forth between the customization, but also what the truck's got on it. I think it's really unique to see that this is an F-350 single rear wheel, not an F-250.
What does that mean, 350?
So typically speaking, the 350 has got stiffer springs in the rear.
Okay.
The idea there is to get more payload in the truck, more stuff in the back of the vehicle. It's not really, I mean, yes, it does help you with towing a little bit, but the Tremor suspension kind of reverses a little bit of that. So assuming that this was not a Tremor package, the 350 single rear wheel will pick up a little bit more in towing capacities. I can't talk today. It'll pick up a little bit more in towing capacity, but really what you pick up is the extra payload, the stuff that you can put in the bed, or maybe a rooftop tent, whatever it is that you want in the back of the truck. And the other cool thing is this is the high output version of the diesel, the 6.7 liter turbo diesel, and you can tell that it's a high output because of the red 6.7. And I actually just think the badge looks a lot cooler than it does on a normal one.
Oh, so, yeah, just the chrome 6.7, that didn't look good at all. I want that red one.
One thing that I'm sitting here looking at, you're standing right next to, are the lights. What's going on there?
What the customer wanted was a couple of ditch lights on either side. That way he can light up the road when he needs to, or off the road when he needs to. And he also got a set of Baja Designs lights on the front, and these are really, really bright, and this is going to do everything he needs to be able to see at night when he wants to go off-roading. But again, like I said, the coolest part about the whole thing are those auxiliary switches that, again, an OEM option that Ford's knowing that people are going to customize these things and really had a good idea about adding those. One other thing that the customer wanted to add is actually the Ford Performance winch as well. It's a really cool option. Ford has worked with Warren to develop this setup. It's seamless. It's plug and play. You get a wireless controller. One really cool thing to note, that my tech told me was the cruise control sensor's on this side. So if you ever hook the hook up to that side, you're gonna get all kinds of lights going crazy. So make sure you always hook it to this side if you do plan on getting this. But yeah, it's a really cool option that Ford's worked with Warren to build out.
That's a great point. I actually did not know that. Colton's always learned me something, is what we say in Alabama. So what you're saying is if you want to mess with your buddies, is just unhook it and hook it on the other side, and they'll have no idea why all of a sudden they've got all these codes going on.
That's exactly right.
Well, I'm gonna hop in and I'm gonna hit some switches because I think it's safe to say we need to see what these lights
even with the sun out here, you think we'll be able to see that?
No, probably not. But we can always put B-roll on top of the video and make it show what it looks like.
Oh man,
Are they on?
Those work. I can see them. Speaking of lights, while you're up there, what's on the top of the truck there?
It's funny that you asked that. These are actually the roof lights. These are the roof clearance lights that are available on the single rear wheel. So a fun fact for you guys is that this is actually not even an option on a dually. You have to have them for clearance purposes. I thought that was kind of interesting, but this is one of the most controversial, I cannot talk today. I mean, I know I'm from Alabama, but leave me alone. But one of the controversial items on the Super Duty for the 250, that is these. This is the one option where I have a customer and they say, I absolutely have to have that option or I absolutely cannot have that option. And then the other thing is definitely not something you want to try and add after the fact. Talk about water leaks if you're going to be drilling holes in the top of that roof. On the back side of the Super Duty, a lot of things are going to look very similar, just like the remote tailgate release. Now the cool part is you still have a nice tailgate step built into the tailgate of the truck. So that's a pretty sweet little setup. But there's more than one way to get in the bed of the truck.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that they've added to the new F-250s is this step, but the convenient handle they have here as well, because, you know, I'm nice and short, and if I need to get in this thing, this helps a lot, that's for sure. One other thing I just noticed when you popped that open was we added this bed liner here. This is a very nice, high-quality bed liner that we do at Town & Country Ford at our body shop that, again, this is OEM quality right here, and I love seeing this. I hate seeing a painted bed, no bed liner, or, man, you can just see it scratched up and hear stuff dragging across it and just squealing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It irks me, man.
I'm totally with you. And as far as the bed rack, this is something that I've not ever seen before. What is going on here? Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, so this is the Voodoo Pro Max bed rack. So again, this is gonna have all your options for putting a tent up top. Also gonna be able to put options on the side here, like, you know, Max Tracks, jerry cans, stuff like that. It's a really modular setup that you can use to kind of outfit the way you want it. It's a really nice setup that the customer wanted, because again, it seems like he's going to be using this thing pretty well and pretty often, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah, a little bit of information. A huge thanks to Shay. I appreciate your business very much, man. A couple things that he said he's going to be using the truck with is this is going to be kind of like a mountain truck. So he's going to be going off-roading in it. He's going to be overlanding and camping out of it, which I think is really, really cool. He's definitely got a good little setup going on so far. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. We did a lot of TC Customs work to the truck. I think it looks amazing. I'm curious to know what you think specifically about this build.
I specifically want to know how you specifically feel about this specific build specifically, if you could specifically leave it in the comments.
All right. No, guys, I'm just curious what you guys think about the truck. I love it. I love the color. Silver, grays, those are kind of my favorite colors.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the customer,
of all time.
The customer had a good eye, that's for sure. Again, I love 37s and 17s. It looks really good.
It's really cool to see a truck that a customer was able to help us design and able to work with them and things like that. And guys, just let me know what you think down below. Hit us up in the comments. Don't forget to enter the Super Duty giveaway. Once again, massive multipliers going on right now, but click on that link down below to get entered to win, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day. Peace.